Yeah.
different way of thinking and like the way farmers because like livestock, sheep farmers, they just trail their sheep through the orchards and pick up the grass that's left. It's not like you
Oh,
have sort of developed farms with fridges,
yeah.
um,
Right.
and everything. But yeah, it's different. Just yeah, totally different.
We have that advantage in Australia that we haven't been doing it very long here, so we're not stuck in a 1,000-year-old way of doing things. And that was the advantage that I've had at Esperance and all my compatriots at Esperance as well. Esperance was one of the last opened up areas of Australia actually for agriculture. So a lot of farms are still second generation. I'm only second generation. My kids are just starting to come through now, but we weren't trapped in a sort of a mentality with our granddad telling us you can't do this and you can't do that. So we've been sort of free to just experiment and just try whatever works. And also we had to unlock how to get the production out of the Esperance area, which over my generation, a fair bit of that has happened already. And the proof's in the pudding. Is one of the highest value farming areas now in Australia, really, because it's so productive. So that's been a great advantage for us, I think, and for Australia, but especially for Esperance as one of the youngest areas of Australia that, we've just had that short history and we've been sort of free to experiment and just try things. And, it's that agile development approach is really what we've done in agriculture in Australia.
Yeah, I'd never sort of thought about how short of history you did have in ag over in WA and Esperance. Didn't think about that
Yeah.
either.
Mm.
Because like it's not a stark difference, but there definitely is a difference to the approach, maybe the mindset of what you're doing in WA from to the East Coast. We probably have more
Yeah.
people, farms, a little bit smaller, but in some cases so similar. But I was thinking from the climate terms, dealing with lower rainfalls, you're needing to save your dollar and make a dollar at the same time.
Mm.
More so make the dollar. You deal more with consultants and everything. And I think that's sort of uptaking now, especially within cropping on the East Coast, but now with livestock going the same way.
Yeah, okay. And look, we were in livestock. We were mixed farmers. We got out of sheep in the 90s, not long after I got into them because we didn't get along, sheep and me. But we did run cattle for a long time. We had 1,000 head of cattle for quite a while. We only sold our cattle in 2012. But that was something that I really noticed when I made the shift. I mean, we always had cropping, but one of the things that attracted me to full-time permanent cropping rather than mixed farming was just I felt like the cropping industry was really adapting and evolving far more rapidly than the livestock industry. There was still a lot of entrenched culture in the livestock industry. The latest thing was EBVs in breeding, and even that, there was a lot of naysayers and, just any form of technology and assisting productivity growth. But there was a lot of lag time in the livestock industry. I just felt in the cropping industry it was really all starting to happen. So that really attracted me to cropping, and I'm really excited now for the graziers to see that the grazing industry is starting to do all that too. You got e-tags or like your e-fences, virtual fences, and because we've pulled most of our fences out now, and I'm sort of thinking, well, if my kids want to get back into cattle one day, they just put bloody virtual
Yeah.
fence tags on the cows, and we don't have to build all that infrastructure again. So I think it's pretty exciting the way that livestock's going, really. Other than when it comes to policy, and again, here we are back on my little soapbox.
Yeah.